Today, I have with me Daniel Himel, and Dan is the founder of Trainium, a social platform that helps endurance and triathlon coaches build an online community, allowing them to work with their clients all over the world. You're talking about doing something with gas masks now.
This just shows you don't have to build the next Facebook. I hear that a lot, like, oh, I have this idea for Facebooks, but it's just for sports, youth sports. I'm like, oh man, that's pretty good, but you don't have to always be that big. So this is a great example. Was we built this product that out in the oil fields, all these people, all these like kind of manual laborers, just hands, people that are working very low wage, high turn, they still have to be certified to wear these gas masks in case of emergencies, or sometimes I think they had to wear them while they were working. So it was a big deal because OSHA, a safety governing body, would make them get certified by a doctor. So they'd have to fill out a form, and half of them would fail. And these are guys with, some of them had a pretty rough life, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. So they would not fill it out correctly. It was just a very bad process. And these companies like Exxon or BP were trying to get these people out in the field and working. So this one doctor came up to me, and we built this product that pretty much certified them online. So it asked all the questions that OSHA wanted to ask them. But if they weren't going to pass, instead of the doctor calling them and seeing if they would pass by answering smaller questions, we just built all these into the system. So what eventually happened was 95% of these people would pass by asking the same questions the doctor would in person or on the phone. Mm-hmm. Overall, that would typically cost that company like $150 when all was said. If they had to talk to the doctor on the phone, yep, the doctor would charge them. So we built a system that said, hey, if they don't pass through this, just let them go. There's no use spending time with them. And then they would be passed within an hour and off to work. So instead of charging $60 like most doctors were, and it was kind of a good old boy network, he just busted it open and said, hey, I'll charge you $30 for this thing. 95% of the people are going to pass. That company was also, that product, and that, I guess it was a company, was also acquired. But when that happened, they were doing, I think, about 3,000 certifications a month. So, and those were coming in at $25 a piece. So that doctor had a private practice, a private family practice, and he immediately, just after a couple months, he quit, and all he did was play golf, because it was completely 100% automated. Like, there was nothing he had to do. It was all he had to do was stamp. It was just his name that was being represented. That just goes to show you that's the smallest little niche. Dude, it's not glamorous. It's actually pretty ridiculous, but it made a ton of money. Like that, it made enough money so a doctor would quit, and it was acquired for a lot of money. That just shows you that there's a real life cycle to even the smallest little idea, and your idea doesn't have to be the next Facebook.